y'all, welcome back to Adventuring with Amanda. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to my channel, welcome. In this video we start with some trail cam footage and it's pretty fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. Then I get real with you about where I'm at in my struggle with grief since Winston passed away in March. I cook some delicious burgers. I get a lot of van things and cleaning done. I talk about my check engine light, having to get emissions done, as well as registering my van next month, and more van things. So like and subscribe if you are new here. Turn on your notifications. Let's get into it. Yes, I did. I said I'm filming. Good morning, everybody. We're watching some squirrels this morning. Well, I'm trying to film, but Brock is enamored by the...
What's going on there?
Can't even get your big head in there. Ooh, it's chilly this morning, y'all. I think I might have to put on my my D-backs long sleeves. I had a rough night. I spoke in my previous video about how I was feeling. I was having a sad day yesterday. And by the time the evening came around, I was just crying by like 6:30 p.m. I cried like all night. And as much as I hate that, I know that it's good for me and it's good for healing and it's good for grief. So I just sat or laid or relaxed in my feelings last night. Watching the very sad D-backs lose, and then I was just kind of snuggly and crying, and that was it. It was rough, it was rough. I feel like I've been doing really well overall, considering the circumstances, but I'm just feeling incredibly lost without Winston. Just every day, I just feel lost, and things just feel empty, and that's it's a struggle. It's a struggle every day. So but today's a new day. I just made my bed and I am going to make burgers for us around noon. We'll do, of course, no bun. When I make burgers, it's without the bread. So we'll do double meat patties for both of us with cheese, onion, and bacon. It'll be very tasty. The Diamondbacks game starts around 12:30. And it will be a little bit chillier today, I believe. Partly cloudy, high of 59. So I might spend a little bit more time in the van than I typically do. I did put on my long sleeves, y'all, because it's chilly. Not complaining. In the sun, it's gorgeous. I teased the other day about this portable monitor, so I want to check it out with you guys. This is amazing. I think it's 16 inches. And this is not mine. I did not purchase this, but it's brand new. It's a $200 monitor that was on newegg.com for $55, and it's been sitting in the box. So I am borrowing it to test it out. And what I love is that it's a really good size, and look at how thin it is. I mean, super thin. So this is a perfect size for a van. Well, any rig. I think this is the stand for it. I'll have to figure that portion out, but the box literally comes with just these few cords. These are all adapter cords, and I should simply be able to attach it to my tablet. Of course, plug it into a power source, and whatever's on my tablet should then appear on this monitor. So let's find out. Okay, I am doing my burger prep, and I realized that I need to get my big black camping table out of storage. So since I don't have all of that surface space, I'm making do with my aluminum table, and I took everything out of my fridge to use that. And then I have my bamboo lap table sitting on top of my ottoman. So plenty of surface space, just had to kind of put it all together. I always manage. I already chopped up my onion, very thinly sliced. I will start by cooking the bacon. And I have the patties resting in the paper towels. I want to make sure that I remove as much moisture as possible before I get them cooked. Okay, the bacon is cooked. We each had a few pieces because I had plenty. Now we are starting on the patties. Okay, I got Brock's 2 patties made. Now I'm working on the onions. It is smelling so good. Of course, I fed Brock first, and now it's my turn. Y'all, look at that. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. My check engine light came back on. And to be honest with you, I knew that it could possibly be like a thing, but my concern is that I have to get emissions done this year. I got my scanner out. I'm gonna scan my code.
Yeah?
I have to register my van next month, and I have to get emissions done, and it won't pass emissions if my check engine light's on.
True story.
Yeah, so we're gonna scan it with my Temu scanner. All right, this is my sweet Temu scanner here. Let's see what code I'm getting. I don't know. Let's see if it's gonna be the same one. Yeah, it's that same. Oh wait. Yeah, it's still that same code. Overall, I'm not concerned about the check engine light being on because my mechanic friend said that it can literally be the difference between like 1 and 2 degrees in the thermostat. These Dodge Grand Caravans are so particular. And but again, I have to get emissions done and I can't pass. So I'm a little bit concerned about it. And I also remembered that I have that expense of registering my van, which is, you know, a good $250 next month. So I'm really gonna have to watch my pennies. I haven't filmed as much today as I typically do. I kind of get that way when I'm not feeling the best, when I'm feeling, you know, just kind of down like this in general. I just don't film as much, but I don't beat myself up over it because my mental health is more important than anything. But so I went to the store. I think I'm going to actually stay at this campsite for another day without Brock. So since he was here and I had my solar set up, I decided just to run to the store. Town's 15 minutes away. So I just went to get a couple of drinks and snacks, like a Coke and some tea and a couple of other things. I was only gone for half an hour, but now I'm going to do some cleaning inside. Basically, my timeline today was I woke up late, like 9:15, didn't even get out of my van until 10:30. Cooked us lunch. Between cooking and prep and cleanup, that took me about an hour and a half. Then I went to town, got back, did my check engine light. I tried that monitor. The monitor is a no-go. It's just I can't get it to work with my devices. So it is what it is. And cleaned up camp a little bit, moved my solar. I'm listening to the game. Now I will work on the inside of my van. So it's interesting because this was always my nightstand shelf because I used to sit here, right? Because this was Winston's bed, but now this is my seat. Despite that, I think I'm going to keep all of these things over here. So I also wanted to show you, in case you haven't seen, this is Winston's corner. So these are his cremains. And then I have Winter. I keep Winter next to him when we're not doing our adventures. I have these little cardinals that my friend Dee got me when my grandma passed. I had it with my fake succulent, but it kept kind of moving around and I couldn't get it to stay, so I just keep it right here. And then the faux candle that Lisa got for me, which, by the way, those are Winston's paw prints and his name on my arm. I've had that since 2017. Then at night, I light it up with this. But in the meantime, I get lots of, like, leaves and debris down here in here, so I'm going to vacuum that out. Whew, it's windy. My hair's a mess. So today's my mom's birthday, but she's in Minnesota. My grandma was cremated. She died February 21st, but her internment and everything was today, or was on Friday, I'm sorry. So mom's birthday is today, so she's out of town. Today would have also been the 5-year anniversary, if you will, of Winston getting attacked back in 2020 when he was ripped in half and underwent 2 life-saving surgeries. That was 5 years ago today. I'm extremely lucky that the doctors saved his life 15 minutes after he was mauled on April 27, 2020, because then I got almost another 5 years with him after that, and that was a blessing. And yes, the owners were held accountable. It took 3 years, but we won. We won in big ways, because right after that I started van life. The rest is history. Y'all, it's gonna be cold tonight. Literally freezing. 49 out, 63 in here. That's good. It was 61, but I lit my candle, so I think that's given me 2 degrees. But it's not 8:10. I think it's around 7:10. I think the low is 30 degrees tonight. So I am watching my shows on Max and getting cozy. I'll put up my shade here soon, but just wanted to share with you guys where I'm at right now and what the temps are looking like for this evening. I appreciate you all taking the time to watch this video all the way through today. It helps me tremendously. Remember to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.